Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
All right, everybody, welcome in as we get rocking and rolling here on a Faithful Friday. Couple of tech glitches this morning. If you're listening to the station, I sincerely apologize. I apologize.
You reckon they still listening after all that?
The record was skipping probably for a good hour this morning.
Hopefully it was skipping at a good part of the music.
I turned on no, it was echoing and skip. I turned on I was about 6:15 or so, and I was like, all right, I'm rolling. Everything's going good.
Isn't that how that famous newscaster lost his job at KCM?
Might be, yeah. You remember? Yeah, who? Dan Rather.
Dan Rather.
I was thinking of that on the way in this morning. Did you know that Dan Rather got fired for that?
I did not. I knew he went to school here. I didn't know he broadcast at KSAM.
Yeah, he was at KSAM, and the story goes that there was a young lady that he was taking a liking to, and she wanted him to come eat with her, and so he put the record on and left, and the record started skipping.
Oopsies!
And
in his defense, he just went up the road to Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, and apparently the story I was told very close to that. Also, the record where it skipped was not an appropriate word.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Well, there's always a little extra juice in there somewhere. Welcome in, everybody, as we get rocking and rolling. Another episode of Good Morning Huntsville, and we are so excited for you being here on a Faithful Friday. This program is underwritten by Elliott's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, SHMFH.com is their website. Again, we appreciate all of our underwriting support to help make this show possible. As always, first segment is on the FM on 94.3. Billy, good to see you. We're going to formally introduce a guest in a minute.
Let's do it.
But I wanted to say, Billy, good morning. Good to see you, man.
Good morning, Rob.
Looking good.
Thanks.
Looking great.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be positive this morning. It's been one of those weird mornings.
You must not have been looking in the same mirror as I was.
Well, I was kind of looking across your shoulder there.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, my left ear is it's out of sight, man. It's perfect. It's covered up right now by a headphone.
Well, Billy, we got a guest today, someone that you know. And if you're okay with it, I'd like to have you do the distinct honor of welcoming in our special guest this morning.
We have with us this morning Miss Karla Christian. She is going to talk to us today about Chili at the Lodge, which is a very important event happening this weekend.
It's already it's going to be getting a little chilly coming up, but that's perfect chilly weather, right?
We ordered it. We ordered the weather.
We absolutely did. I heard a weather forecast a few days ago when they first started getting close enough to be able to trust them. And the weather forecaster said something about chilly weather, and I laughed and thought, you have no idea what you just said.
Well, let's hear. Karla, it's always good to have you. You know, normally we don't get to have guests on the first segment, but you were here, and I said, you know what, Billy, let's just roll right into it. Normally we like to talk about reliving the good old days in Huntsville, and, you know, this first segment, we just kind of talk about whatever pops into our head, really.
Which can be dangerous.
It could be. Yeah. But today, Karla popped in.
Yeah, we got somebody to govern us.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Karla,
I'm excited to be here.
Well, Karla, we appreciate you. Welcome in. First time on Spirit Radio, too.
Absolutely. Thank you for the invitation.
We have a little tagline here, you know, called the Spirit of Huntsville. And, Billy, you've been involved with the Scouts for so long. I can't think of a better person to highlight the spirit of Huntsville and our youth than Karla. Mm-hmm. And what she does through the Josie Scout Lodge. It is a nonprofit organization, so we can talk about them all day, and we're going to do that this morning for a little bit. Karla, tell us what's going on, and maybe give the listeners out there a little insight, because there's a lot of new people moving to the community. Let them know a little bit about the lodge before we talk about the big event coming up.
Absolutely. If you have driven down Sam Houston close to 22nd Street, you've seen a huge log cabin set back off the street. That is the Josie Scout Lodge. It was built in 1934. It's both a state and a federal historic landmark. Excuse me. It was built by Robert A. Josie, who was a local gentleman, worked in conjunction with the Works Progress Administration 91 years ago. Wow. And it stands today in service to the youth of Huntsville. We never charge the Scouts to use it, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. It's all there. We stand to serve the youth.
It is a great deal. Billy, I mean, you've been involved with the Scouts, and I know that lodge is something that's been near and dear to you as well.
Yeah, I've been involved with Scouts since I was first grader, second grader, something like that. Yeah, so.
Have you ever camped out in the cabin over there?
Not the actual. There's a caretaker's cabin, and I've never. Matter of fact, I think we used to have Cub Scouts there, but the actual Scout Lodge itself, yes, I have. I know exactly where to sleep so the heater hits me.
Karla's right under the heater here this morning in the studio too. So
it was a great choice. It
Yeah.
was an accident, but it was a great choice.
Matter of fact, last time we went in there, we were doing a hiking deal, and it was the historic Huntsville trails or whatever, and that was part of the deal, was spending the night in the lodge, and it was cold, and I got my sleeping bag on the ground, and I'm watching the bag kind of ruffle, with the, so I'm like adjusting the bag, getting it just right where the most of the sleeping bag is getting hit by that heater. I'm like, all right, this is my spot.
Just draw a line around me. I'm set.
Yep, that's it. Do not come near me.
Well, Karla, you've been so involved for so many years. I definitely want to talk about the Chili at the Lodge. This is the big event that happens every year. Last year, we had the Bean Man come in, the Bush's Bean guy come in.
did.
I mean, the champion. Is he going to be here this year?
He absolutely is. He is our chief judge. He has a new title this year. He is now the reigning world champion for traditional red chili. And his wife is now also a bean lady. She has the matching yellow jacket. She is the reigning International Chili Society home-style world champion. So if you want people that know their chili, we've got them this weekend.
I'm just a local like.
I just know how to eat it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a chili eater. What's his name again? He's such a good
Don
man.
Cullum. That's Don Cullum. His wife is Karen.
Don Cullum, yeah.
Yeah.
Good man. We had him on the show last year. In fact, my memories popped up. Were you on that episode?
Yes, I was.
I popped the Facebook memories popped up, and he had on that jacket and everything. I said, "Man, where is that guy at?" I said, "He's got to be here again."
Yep, he will be in the judging room. He makes sure we run a clean, smooth contest in terms of the chili judging.
Karla, I definitely want to talk about the event. How did you get connected to the lodge? Let us know a little bit of the backstory and just your connection to the Scouts and everything.
Todd grew up there. My son grew up there. As a youth, he has been involved in Scouts since the first grade, is now involved as an adult leader in his own right, but the lodge has been a part of our landscape, our family landscape now for 25 plus years, and that's how long I've been involved. So,
one thing, Billy and I always like to talk about the history of this community, and Billy, when you drive down the road and you see that lodge, I mean, that's a staple of Huntsville. I think that is part of the fabric, and I know it's part of the fabric of this community.
It is.
You see those things, and that's the Huntsville that Billy and I say, that's the Huntsville I remember. Well, I don't remember it, because I've only been here 5 years. I'm just some new guy on the block that, I'm still trying to settle in a little bit, I guess you could say. But I'll tell you, it's a good place. And that lodge, when you drive by, there's just something, I don't know. I don't say it like in a weird way or a corny way, but there's something magical about that place.
It's a beacon. It is. Especially for those of us who grew up in that lodge, and that lodge means so much to us because of what it's done for us. It's a beacon. It's a ray of hope. It's a safe harbor.
You think about all the great things that have came out of that lodge, and I'm talking about all of this because this event that's coming up is so important to keep the lodge going. I mean, these things don't just happen for free. You've got to pay. You've got to pay to have the lights on and for resources and the upkeep, and especially when you got a building that's that traditional. I didn't say old. You heard
Wow.
I said that traditional.
When you have a 90-year-old building
There you go.
that's used multiple days a week by teens and preteens, it needs a little TLC from time to time.
I've been blessed to know quite a few 90-year-olds, and when you start to get there, you got to go to the doctor quite a bit, and that's okay. I miss taking my grandma. It's one of the things that I miss the most was just taking her to the doctor. I always had so much fun with that. But with a building that's 90 years old, it needs a little rehab once in a while.
Would you like to take our lodge to the doctor?
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We may need to bring the doc to the lodge, but
See if he makes house calls.
Well, this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is the biggest fundraiser every year for the lodge.
This is the fundraiser for the lodge.
That's it.
Our sources of income are this fundraiser, generous donors, and income from the investment. When Mr. Josie passed away, he left us an endowment, and it's invested, and the income off that investment is what keeps us running.
Let us know a little bit about the details, because we're 1 day away. Can you believe that? 1 day away.
We are 1 day away. You were talking a minute ago about the lodge being a beacon. There's only 1 day a year that it's open to the public, and that's chili at the lodge. We have a lot of people walk up and say, I've always wanted to see inside this building. If they were not scouts growing up here, they probably have never been in there. So Chili at the Lodge is, yes, a fundraiser, but it's also a way for us to share that treasure with the public just a little bit. So
maybe walk us through how tomorrow's going to look, and it should be beautiful weather. It's going to be a little chilly, but that's not bad.
The chili will warm you up from the inside, and we've got hand warmers and hot chocolate for the outside, so you're all right. Chili at the Lodge is actually 3 chili cook-offs running simultaneously. We've got the International Chili Society sanctioned division. We have a community adult division that anybody age 18 and above is welcome to join. And then we have youth division. We've got youth out there cooking. So all of those people will be serving samples. You can come in, buy your tasting kit, and go sample some truly award-winning chili. We've got probably 5 or so world champions out there cooking, and there won't be a bad pot of chili on the grounds. It's all good.
Do you ever make chili too? Are you cooking chili ever, or do you ever enter just for fun?
I do not enter. My husband.
Conflict of interest.
Well, actually, my husband is competing this year for the first time. I do cook chili at home. It's. I probably shouldn't admit this in front of my chili family, but anyway, it's very different than what they turn out. But I do cook chili. Yeah.
It's not just there's going to be the tasting going on. And this isn't just Saturday, too. This is a full weekend event.
Only Saturday is open to the public.
Okay.
There is also a vendor market on Saturday. We've got about 50 vendors registered to be set up out there. And we also have live entertainment on the stage all day on Saturday. They're all local performers, and several of them are youth. We're pretty excited about having them. But my ICS cooks stick around, and they cook a second day on Sunday.
Yeah, that's why that one, though, is not open to the public.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Well, for us that partake in the chili, if you buy, can you buy like chili to take home at these events too, or is it just tasting?
Just the samples.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you could buy it, then it would last into Sunday because you'd eat it for leftovers the next day.
Well, if you have enough samples, you may accomplish the same thing. With 30 plus cooks out there, that's a lot of 2-ounce samples.
Billy, you've been out there and been a part of this event for a long time. What's it like for you just getting to hang out and be there?
Don't look at me, friend.
I'm on the work crew, sir.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But you've been faithfully working for a long time at it. Yeah.
I look forward to it. I do. I don't look forward to the cold morning, but once that sun gets up and is on you, it's fine. You get to see a lot of people and visit, and my part is to kind of help get it started in the morning. Getting the chili cooks, getting them to help get them out of the cars and set up and get their vehicles moved, and then the vendors come in, and then I'm pretty much just standing around like I know what I'm doing after that. So.
Did I forget to tell you the other things?
No, you didn't
put
forget
on
to tell me
list?
anything. No, that's where I drew the line in the sand.
This wall was starting to come up right here. It's like an old school window in a car.
I have a wife and an assistant wife that'll keep me busy after those job duties. I will assure you I will be running all day, but I will be devious and find time to sample chili and talk and irritate my friends.
Have you ever been a taster, like one of the judges? Or?
Oh, yeah. I think the second year I was a judge. Oh, I love that.
Billy is kind of one of our backup judges. If we have a tie on the judging table, we need to pull in tiebreakers who have not already sampled chili, and Billy is frequently one of those people for us.
I always wondered why on the Monday after the event, because I go by and hang out with Billy and watch a little Family Land or whatever the TV show, the good classics. He'd always kind of he'd pull out of his back pocket and start flipping around these bills. He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes,
You're making fun of my television. We're missing MASH right now.
That just to be clear, that does not happen. There's nobody paying Billy to get his vote at the end of the chili cook-off.
And yeah, no, like she said, you won't find a bad pot of chili, and that's true. Even with the youth, the little guys that are cooking, you're like, you go up and get a sample, you're like, oh my God, this is no way, and then you're like, dang, that's better than the pro cook around the corner, but you don't. So
one of our youth cooks this year is the granddaughter of one of our adult cooks. So we're expecting that to be a really good pot of chili.
Well, I can't wait. You've been hounding me, Karla, for many years. The first year we came here, probably 5 years ago, and then we took that quick break and had to come back and thaw out from up north. And you've been hounding me every year, and you said, "Come on and be a judge. Come be a volunteer judge, a volunteer taster." And this year, I finally gave in. And the reason I did is I just wanted to let folks know this. The reason I did it is y'all make it so easy to do this. There's a form that goes out on the internet. Yeah. And, at first I was like, well, man, I can't commit to being there the entire day. That's going to be too hard. And y'all just put little blocks there and you check off what times you're available. So if you're ever asked to come in and help be a part of this, be a part of it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to coming tomorrow morning and tasting some chili.
Well, we're looking forward to having you. Yeah, all of our judges are community leaders of some stripe, and they're all crazy busy. So we work around the schedule. We give our judges the opportunity to tell us which day or days and which categories they want to judge. All of the categories are a little bit different, too. So we have some folks who prefer to eat vegetarian, and so they opt to judge the vegetarian category. So we make it easy for you as best we can, but we bring in probably 75 different judges every year to do that. And the way we manage that is to make it easy for you guys. So I'm glad to know we've checked that box. We've accomplished that goal.
I got to ask you a quick question.
Sure.
Some advice, and Billy knows. I mean, he's been a volunteer taster too. What is some advice? How can you get the best tasting of chili? If you're eating multiple bowls of chili, how do you clean the palate and reset? You have a tongue scraper?
No tongue scraper. Actually, Don, our chief judge, is going to talk about this quite a bit at the very beginning of your judging session. He'll give you some guidelines to go by. But we do use palate cleansers. You've got several options. We'll have sour cream out. We'll have flour tortillas out. We'll have water out. Whatever combination of those you choose to use, you just use the same one every time. When I judge chili, I use flour tortillas and sour cream because that's what kills the spice and the taste for me.
Oh, really?
And the trick to getting a good judge on a bite of chili is to start with a completely clean palate. You don't want to still be tasting the last chili. You need to start fresh, and that's how you do it.
You kind of take your tongue there, and you dig around in your teeth. I'm gonna get that one there. Get that one there.
That makes you feel good.
And that's where the water comes in handy.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be a big bowl of tortillas pretty much between each one. There's you get a fresh spoon at each tasting. I mean, everything. So, and Don's going to, you don't just show up and go sample chili. I mean, he gives you a lesson on what you're looking for, because there's different types. And in this category, we're looking for the thickness, the color, the texture, stuff like that. And you'll have a clipboard, and you'll be able to not only score it, but to write comments about it.
Oh, cool.
And the judges, the cooks want to see those comments. Here's a perfect example of how those comments work. I travel around quite a bit and help to scorekeep other chili cook-offs around Texas and surrounding areas. And we had a cook-off in Oklahoma a few months ago. Somebody came in on Saturday and competed with a pot of chili verde. Got a lot of comments on his judging that it was too salty. Sunday, when he made his competition pot of chili verde, he made some adjustments to it based on those comments from the judges, and he won on Sunday.
Wow.
So the judges really do want to know, the cooks really do want to know what the judges are tasting when they taste that chili.
Also, he'll tell you that the cooks do their chili different, kind of like by regions. Up north they want it, this way, and down here we're expecting this. So they're not cooking the exact same pot of chili every time. They're having to make adjustments based on where they're at.
Brian Smith is joining us from a friend of mine from North Dakota, from Fargo, and I'd like to know what Brian's take is on chili from that area, what that would be like. Because, boy, I'll tell you, down here we got some good chili.
Yep.
Real good.
We do.
When's the last time you had a piping hot bowl of it? Well,
I had Wolf Brand about 3 or 4 nights ago.
it's going to be a lot better than some of that stuff you
Oh,
buy.
for sure. Oh,
It
God,
is,
hands down.
Yeah.
God. And they're cooking out all this stuff they're cooking out there. It's from scratch and it's fresh. I mean, they're not allowed to pre-prepare anything.
Wow.
So I mean, they're getting after it.
Yep.
I joke around, have a good time a lot, but this is something that I want to take really serious tomorrow because these folks work really hard to do this. These cooks come in and they are working their tail off. I mean, this is a competition. I know people have fun. It's a fundraiser, but these people are working really hard.
Yeah, they're serious about this. I've got cooks coming in from 7 states, and this is not an inexpensive hobby for them. And they've got to invest some money not only in travel but ingredients. I don't know if you've bought any beef lately, but there it is. So you're right. They are quite serious about what they're doing. Well, look at that.
There we go. Sorry about the delay there.
That's all right.
Billy, this time of the morning, there's like this, when Billy's here and it starts glowing on him. And so we had to turn down the light. The sun, we're getting some blinds next week. Finally, Billy, the blinds are coming in next week.
There you go.
So, well, Karla, again, such a great event. We want folks to come out and be a part of this. There's no charge to come. There are tasting kits, though. There's a small fee for that. Not much at all, right, Karla?
Not really. 6 samples for $5, or you can invest in unlimited samples for $20.
Oh, that's not bad.
And with 30-plus cooks out there, there's a lot of chili to be sampled.
And I was going to say, these samples, I mean, we're talking a pretty good little sample. We're not talking a little tiny baby spoon of chili. You're going to get a good
they're
big spoon.
2-ounce cups.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
They're 2-ounce cups. Some of our samplers walk away complaining because they've eaten too much. But by golly, what a way to go.
The secret is to start at one end like a typewriter and just hit every one of them on the way through.
And start with an empty stomach. Just start with an empty stomach. And that's really good advice for the judges, too.
I'm going to tell you real quick. I did some math. I didn't. The computer did it for me because my math is terrible. You said about 30 cooks, right? 30
Correct.
cooks, 2-ounce cups. That would be 60 ounces, equivalent to almost 8 cups. That's a lot of chili.
There's a lot of chili out there to sample.
So come and be a part of it. The vendor market gets underway at 10. That'll go from 10 to 3:30.
Correct.
And then the chili tasting will start at 11. That chili masterclass, what I see something on there, but that's already happened, right?
Correct.
What was that? That was back on January the 10th. What was that about?
Don Cullum, as I mentioned, the reigning ICS world champion for traditional red, and his wife came in and taught us how to make a pot of chili. They cook a pot of chili on site. You watch it happen, and he talks about the ingredients to use and the methods to use and the equipment to use, everything you want to know about how to make a great pot of chili. They also made a big pot of chili ahead of time and brought it with them, and we fed everybody a bowl of chili for lunch. So there's no charge for that. If you're interested in learning how to make a great pot of chili, come.
Yeah, that's really cool. Have you ever had anybody that maybe has never even cooked chili that has came out and just gave it a shot and they ended up doing pretty well?
Absolutely, we have. Yeah.
That would be me. My wife can cook a good pot of chili. I've never cooked chili. Have you, Billy?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not a.
Billy was a
blooded
scout.
American.
He's made lots of chili.
I burned a lot of things. I mean, cooked a lot of things.
Well, this is great. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, come out, be a part of this tomorrow. Karla, for you, this is the fundraiser, 5th annual, 5th one doing this now.
Correct.
What is something that you always enjoy the most about this event when you're out there? I mean, of course, you're seeing people and everybody's talking and having a good time. What do you take away from it?
There are a couple of things. Number one, I absolutely love that lodge, and I love sharing that gym with the community. So the fact that we get to open it to the public and share that treasure really speaks to my heart. But in the last few years, I've gotten to know these chili cooks. And, Rob, they are just salt of the earth. These people they're good people down to the depths of their soul. And I really enjoy getting to see my chili family.
You know, one last thing that you mentioned, and we'll wrap up here in a second. I appreciate you again, Karla Christian here from the Josie Scout Lodge. You mentioned earlier, you know, there's that sanctioned event that happens too. This is a big deal, and I really want folks to hone in on this, to know that this is this isn't just get together and have a good time, which it is, but this is a sanctioned event that happens this is big time. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill, let's go down and have some mom-and-pop chili. We're talking about big-time players in the chili world right here in Huntsville this weekend.
Yeah, that's very true. We are International Chili Society sanctioned. The cooks that cook with us, yes, are coming for the prize money. Our prize money isn't anything to write home about, but it helps offset their costs a little bit. But what they're really coming to do is earn a ticket to compete in the World Championship Chili Cook-Off. That happens once a year. It moves all over the country, and you have to qualify to cook at World Championship. But they'll have 125, 150 cooks out there from all over the country. So what we do here on the local level feeds into that World Chili Championship, and it is serious stuff. They're very serious about their chili.
I'm wondering. Oh, go ahead, Billy.
Well, and two, I was just thinking one of the community cooks from Saturday is going to win an opportunity to cook on Sunday with the big boys, and they'll buy into the International Chili Society.
Correct. The adult, I'm glad you mentioned that. I hadn't said anything. The community adult winner from Saturday, part of their prize package, they walk away with the prizes and the money. But they also walk away with a one cook-off membership to the International Chili Society, and we cover their registration fee to come back and compete on Sunday. Another one of the things about these chili cooks is that they are very open with talking to new chili cooks. They want to grow the movement. So if chili cook A walks up to a previous ICS world champion and says, hey, how did you do that? They'll get that information. They'll talk to them. So that community adult winner that Billy started talking about has the opportunity to seriously hang out with these ICS cooks and benefit from that knowledge.
If you're ever walking around Huntsville at a parade, especially Christmas time, Lions Club does a great job putting on that parade every year, you're going to notice a polar bear that's made its way here to Huntsville. Any teaser on who that polar bear may be? Because I've been trying to figure that out for a long time, Karla.
That polar bear's name is Chili Charlie.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
He's brought to life by one of our local scout troops in terms of public appearances. Back when we were getting ready to do this, we had a scout in Huntsville. He's grown and gone now, but we had a scout in Huntsville who he was an Eagle Scout at the time, and he had a bent for art. And we said, okay, Robert, we need some kind of a logo for this event. It needs to be about cooking chili in chilly weather, and it needs to have some hint of scouting. And our logo is what Robert Rush came up with. And the middle of that logo is a polar bear. And if you look really close, we took his design as he created it. The only change we made to it is to put the charring at the bottom of the chili pot. And that charring, if you look closely, is actually his. So
wow.
That polar bear is, and the polar bear has taken on a life of his own. Chili Charlie has come to life, and we have a lot of fun with him.
I took a picture with old Chili Charlie at the parade this year. I said, there he is, and he came up right behind me.
Well, you will get to do that again this weekend. Chili Charlie comes to life again for the event.
Well, perfect. Well, Karla, thank you for hanging out with us. I want folks, too, to make sure to check out the Hello Huntsville social media pages. We're going to have some more information and a special thing there, so you want to check that a little bit later, and we'll continue to highlight the good happening here in our community. I can't think of what a better way to celebrate a Faithful Friday than the good and Karla Christian. Karla, you do so. Billy and I were talking. We talk about you sometimes in a very positive way, saying you just have a good heart and a good soul for this community, and we need more Karla Christians around this area. I mean, we've got some good people.
We do,
but we need some more Karlas around here, Billy. So,
Well, thank you. I have a great team of people helping me do the things that I do. So it's not a solo gig.
and I know he's not on microphone, but your son's here today too. And I just wanted to say your son is one of the nicest guys that I've ever met, and we
Well, thank
appreciate
you.
him so much as well. So,
Thank you. He also is a product of scouting in Huntsville and Josie Lodge. So, yeah, he flies in to do this. He's here for about a week and a half. Flew down specifically to support Chili at the Lodge in my efforts, and he is my sidekick. We are buds, and I'm so grateful for him to come spend this time doing this.
Well, friends, you can find out more information on their website. It's Chilly, Chilly, chili.josiescoutlodge.org. That is where you can find all the pertinent information related to this Saturday's event. So come and be a part of it.
We'd love to have you.
All right. And I'm not going to eat anything tonight because I got to make sure my stomach's empty.
Leave yourself room.
Yeah. So I will make sure I've got an empty stomach.
No coffee, just water.
That's it.
Yep.
I did have one last question. Why is it when you eat chili and then you drink like a Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Pepper just doesn't taste good? There's something with that soda that does not mix with chili.
That's because the chili, you're now addicted to chili. You got the
There you
taste,
have
and
it,
it's
folks.
just all over with.
Dun, breaking news.
We will have sodas for sale tomorrow. So
All right. Well, we'll take a break. For those of you that are on Spirit 94.3, we'll get back to regular music and programming. If you'd like to continue hanging out with Billy and I, we will continue the show on social media. You can follow it on Hello Huntsville, the YouTube channel, and the Facebook page as well. We'll be back in a moment. More to come, and thanks for hanging out with us. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll be back here in just a few moments. This, as always, is Good Morning Huntsville on a Faithful Friday. Stay with us, please.
hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
At At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
I missed it, Billy. You know, man, I was trying to I missed it, buddy. I'm sorry, Billy.
I'm not aware of what we missed.
I know. I was waiting for you to ask
You
me.
missed it too.
Yeah, I missed it.
I was waiting so we could talk about it. Carla's hanging out with. She can hang out with us. Carla's always welcome over here. Carla's hanging out. Now she gets to be part of the cool part of the show. You know, it was really cool that first part, Billy, but now it's about to get crunk up here on this show. We ever said that before?
No, sir.
I don't know that I've ever been part of Crunk.
I just wanted to hear Carla say that.
This is a whole new experience.
It's a new Crunk segment brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I don't even know what that means anymore. So you got to be careful because there's things that we need to have a segment, Billy, called the way things used to be that aren't anymore. I don't even know where to start with that, but
Terms change definitions. You got to be a little careful.
oh man, we are back though. Hey, big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's been supporting us since day one for all of your jewelry needs. Go by and see my good friend Elliot Herzlich. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com, and of course, we couldn't do this show without the generous support of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are your hometown experts, celebrating life. Been here serving families since 2002. Billy, I was thinking, I don't know if this would be appropriate, but I was thinking, and this is a serious thing. I was thinking, I've been talking about that pre-planning. I thought, but it's one of those things I probably need Bridget here with me too. But I thought it would actually be kind of cool just to do for me, just to do a quick. I don't know how personal that stuff is, but I thought it'd be kind of cool just to do a quick pre-plan right here live on the show to show folks how easy it would be.
We could sure do that, yeah.
I thought it would be kind of cool because we talked about it.
And it's nothing crazy. It wants to know your full name, your date of birth, where you were born, your father's full name, first, last name, really don't need a middle name, and your mother's first name and maiden name. I mean, that's pretty much the personal information we're going to get into, and then what type of service, and not even great detail on that. Do you wish to be buried in a cemetery? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want your ashes shot off on a rocket ship to Mars? I mean,
that'd be kind of cool.
There's a spot for you to record all that, and it's pretty much just check boxes, and you just check the box and move on, and 5-6 minutes later you're done, and you don't ever have to worry about it again unless you decide that instead of going to Mars, maybe the moon's more affordable for you, and you can come back later and change that.
I mean, Bridget and I get along. My wife and I get along pretty well, so I wouldn't worry. But I think I know it's a very personal thing. But I thought, that may be kind of cool just to do something, or even just come and talk about it after we do it.
Well, I always tell the story, of my kids, and if they had to pick a funeral service for me tomorrow, James would probably pick the cheapest thing out there. That way he could hurry up and get his daddy's trucking tools, and, away we go.
We got the blanket and the Trinity River ready.
Yeah, pretty much. Lily, my middle child there, it would be the 24 karat gold plated casket and 8 days of visitation, 32-day long funeral, and
crunk. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would probably be buried at the foot of the Statue of Liberty or something of that nature. Very, very affordable stuff. And then my youngest child, she would probably be closer to kind of what I want, but that's just it. That's their take on it. And now you put the three of them in a room, and it's like, all right, what do you want to do for your dad? Well, what have you created? A cat fight. I'm talking about a Charlie Brown, big just dust cloud, fist rolling fight for your family.
I have seen that happen. You're right.
As to where if I would have just simply wrote it down on one of our convenient pre-planning guides, it would be spelled out right there.
Yeah.
Which I have. Mine is filled out. So.
It don't take long at all. People, you can do it online too. Just go to SHMFH.com. That's the website. Go now and fill that out. I know I talk about it, and I need to quit talking about it and be about it because, knock on wood. I always say this, though, when I talk about these kind of things. Something could have happened to me yesterday. I don't ever say, well, tomorrow, because I don't want to speak it in. So yesterday I could have got hit by a bus.
Could have.
But
I mean, you could have helped us, but no.
Yeah. But we are, serious about that. And, Billy has been here. We've been hanging out for a long time, 3 years on this show now. You think about it. We're closing in on 700 episodes soon, and Billy's been with us through a fifth of those. And, friends, we talk about this stuff every single Friday. And I don't want to get on here. I know we just ramble on and talk about things, but there is a serious part to what we do, and we want folks out there to know when that time comes to give Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home a call. And not only when that time comes, but give them a call now to go get that pre-planning done so you don't have to worry. We are harping about it. You know what's going to happen, Billy? Somebody's going to say, well, man, I was watching that show, for 5 years straight, and they kept talking about it, and here we are, and I never did it.
Yeah. Well, and it tickles me. Let's just a little question and answer real quick. You have auto insurance, right? Mm-hmm. What do you have auto insurance for?
For my vehicles.
In case something happens?
Yeah.
Okay. You got insurance on your home?
Absolutely, yeah.
For what?
In case something happens.
In case something happens.
Yeah.
Are you guaranteed to be in a wreck?
Nope.
Are you guaranteed to lose your home to a fire or flood?
Nope.
Are you guaranteed to die?
Yep.
Do you have insurance for your funeral?
Nope.
Well, I'll be damned.
Really hard to argue with that logic.
We make plans for something that might happen.
Yeah.
All the time. We have backup plans and this and that. And matter of fact, even as young people, we have fire drills for what might happen. But now we have something that is going to happen. You are not getting out of this. And we try to avoid it like the plague. Almost like we think if we do something, we are cursing ourselves, and we are not. We're being smart adults, and we're making plans, and we're removing burden from our family.
Yeah.
But I could twist somebody's arm out there on the sidewalk this morning, and it wouldn't happen. It is amazing how people dig their heels in and do not want to pre-plan. And they are the same ones that when their family has to make arrangements for them, we now create a giant rift in the family, and it's just not pretty, people. This is so simple. It's 5 minutes online. If there is a question on that form that you do not feel comfortable with, like one of the questions is your social security number. I got my S's too fast. If you don't feel comfortable giving that, then don't. If you don't feel comfortable giving your mother's maiden name, then don't. I need to know who you are and what your wishes are, because that's what's truly important. That information doesn't get shared, sold, looked at. It comes in, it gets printed out, it goes in a folder with your name on it, it goes in a file cabinet that is locked behind 2 doors. And the file cabinet itself is locked. We don't pull that file until you become a customer. We're not using that for sales leads, none of that mess. This is a private matter, and it is treated that way.
I like what Kyle just said. Kyle Kreiner joining us, and he said that's the thing, and this is true. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about dying. It's something that I don't know. I think when I'm like 89, I'm probably going to look forward to it. But right now at 41, I'm not looking forward to it.
No.
I'm not excited about the thought of not being here. Now I am excited as a Christian. I'm excited about the thought that I'm going to be with my loved ones again who also believe, and that's going to be the most joy I've ever experienced ever for eternity. But the thing is, while we're here on this earth, people don't really want to talk about that. And Kyle said this. This is good, Billy. He said, that's the thing. No one wants to talk about it because that makes it real. Mm-hmm. And he said, but Billy has a way to make it comfortable.
I do. And I've seen the good and the bad. If you don't plan for this thing that's good, and guys are the worst. Guys are the worst. Well, I'm not going to be there. Y'all do whatever you want to do. Just throw me in a ditch. I hear that 4 times a day. Well, just throw me in a ditch. Okay, people, we can't just throw you in a ditch because then the law is going to call and we're going to have to come back out there and re-get you. So I'm not double working. It's just not going to happen. I was raised different. You do it right the first time. You don't have to repeat yourself. Have a plan. And if you're worried, well, it costs too much. Okay, well, come in and plan. Pick something that you feel is affordable, that you would want your family to, And also, there's an option to go ahead and prepay for the thing, which is just smart money because nothing's getting cheaper, especially not the cost of dying. Mm-hmm. You could start making payments on it today, little payments. I mean, you could finance it over 10 years and, just pay, $100 a month or what. I mean, little to none on this deal and lock the price in. And that way, when you do pass, if you do have a life insurance policy or something, your family is getting all that money. They're getting more money to keep the lights on and the property taxes paid and all that stuff. You're actually leaving them something, not giving them debt of trying to figure out what you wanted to do.
I had an idea. One day I'm going to run for state office. Texas office.
State office.
I said,
I'm from the state office.
I'm from state office. You better show me
You
your
worked
ID.
in the state office.
For a long time I did, not anymore.
Yeah. State office. I want them benefits.
State office.
No,
I'm here to help.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a hot bowl of piping hot chili, Karla?
From the state office.
Well, as a matter of fact.
From the state office. Well, that's been too long. No, I'm serious. I thought about this. I said, when you were talking, because you mentioned car insurance and homeowners, and well, those are all requirements. Those are law. If you have someone out there is a lawyer. Well, that ain't law. If you have a mortgage, the mortgage company requires you to have a home insurance policy. You got to have it to protect. They want to protect their money. I thought, in auto insurance, the state of Texas, to have a vehicle, you got to have auto, and that is a law. And so I started thinking, I'm going to run for office. I'm going to make it a law that you got to get your pre-planning done. I'm going to just make that a law.
Just do it.
And one other thing that something that this is totally off the wall, but after 40, you're supposed to get an uncomfortable procedure done to check for things and then have it done every 5 years. For the life of me, and this is a whole nother conversation, but I just thought about it and I got to talk about it. And this is a serious thing, though. We all know folks who have been affected by cancer. We probably all lost close friends or family members. Why can they not make PET scans a thing that you go get after you're 40 or so? And someone said, well, the cost is astronomical. I don't understand how it works. I'm not a doctor, but don't they just put you in a machine and put some contrast in or do something? And how much does that stuff actually cost? If we could get routine PET scans, think of how many lives would be saved because of early detection, especially pancreatic cancer and brain. We just lost a really close family friend. Had his service. He passed in December. We already miss him. He's a good man. And he was at our wedding. And he went and got checkups all the time. Mm-hmm. And the doctor said, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And the last one he went to was only a couple of months ago. And then Billy, he had a seizure in his kitchen. And then they did an MRI and found out he had over 50 tumors in his body.
Wow.
And he only lived 11 weeks after that. And I thought, boy, if there was just a way, I know this is a totally different subject, but if there was just a way, why can't we make those scans? Are they harmful? I don't know. Maybe an expert out there knows. But the same thing that we go and have that, and I had that uncomfortable procedure done. It's not really that uncomfortable. Yeah. But
once you get past the giggling.
Yeah. Once you get past the doctor saying, count backwards from 10.
Yeah.
It's the night before. That's the uncomfortable part.
You're going to need to relax.
Yeah. Don't get me started on how long it took to go get the stuff I needed because they were out at Walgreens here in Huntsville.
No.
So I thought I was going to have to go get some of that old what was it back in the day? They told you just drink some oil or something that'll help you.
Castor oil.
Castor oil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were out. I had to get Pennzoil.
Hey, did you get high mileage?
Yeah, it's full synthetic.
I hope you got the leak ender.
But oh man, that's
Can't
funny.
say that on FM.
Yeah,
No.
But I'm being serious. Like, somebody out there's an expert that can answer that for me. Why can't we make those scans routine? Think of how many lives that would save. Early detection. If we can early detect, and maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's, but if it's a cost thing, then what's making the cost so high? Yeah. And the only thing that I can base it on is I knew a dentist in Georgetown, or orthodontist in Georgetown. He used to do his IT work. Dr. Bentley, good man. This guy had arcades in his orthodontic office, so the kids would be comfortable. Just a whole arcade room. So when you come in, instead of waiting, you're there playing arcade games.
Dr. Campbell just had taxidermied ducks.
That's all right.
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch them.
Yeah. But Dr. Bentley, he told me too. He goes, Rob, if you ever need dental X-ray, come see me. And I said, well, he goes, because your dentist's office typically is going to charge a lot for them. And I said, well, why do they do that? And he said because it is a moneymaker. Yeah. He goes, I paid for this machine in the first year. He goes, if you need an X-ray, man, the cost of my film is like $10. I'll just charge you the cost of the film. If you need a dental X-ray, I'll charge you $10. Yeah. And I started thinking about that, and I understand, but there's got to be a way. So I threw that out there into the air for somebody to come back, because I've tried to research it and I can't find out anything.
There's a company that comes around once or twice a year, and it's like life screening or something, and it's $200, I think, and you go and they scan and screen and poke.
They do it at the fairgrounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll just go get in line over there.
Yeah, just line them up. But I wonder if I'm not bashing that company, but I'm wondering if there's always something like we detected a high count of triglycerides. And
that's like people that get a sleep study. I guarantee if you get a sleep study, you got sleep apnea. Yeah. I guarantee it. Ain't nobody ever took one of those tests that did not have it.
You know what I have?
And it's funny because they can send you home with the machine that day.
Yes, they can.
You know what I have?
How ironic.
I got a sleep study in my 20s. I'm tired all the time. And I'm just always tired. And people who, it's because you go, no, I don't. I feel like I get good rest. They told me
you get the same 3 hours a night everyone else gets.
Yeah, exactly. They told me I had narcolepsy. Now, cataplectic narcolepsy, that's cataplectic narcolepsy. There's another form of narcolepsy to where you're just tired all the time and you don't go into like a full REM sleep.
I thought that was called being a dad.
Huh? Yeah. No, but it started in my 20s, and they said that there was a Provigil. They wanted me to take this medicine, Provigil, GHP. I mean, it's used for bad things, but they said we're going to get you on this, and you'll take it. You have to wake up once or twice a night to take it. I said, well, how does that work?
Boy, that's like hospital logic. Wake you up to give you a sleeping pill.
Yeah. So, anyways, I never pursued that anymore. Maybe I should have.
There was a point in my life where I was having trouble sleeping, and I was taking Ambien CR, which is controlled release. And it's back when I was a part-time worker at the funeral home, and I have a wild story about that particular medication, which is why I will never take it again.
Yeah, that's some tough stuff.
Because you will be awake and functioning, but you will think that you are dreaming.
Yeah.
And you will do things that you shalt not do.
I wonder.
And then the next morning it'll be like, oh, did that really happen?
I wonder why there was this guy beating on my door the other night. Rob, it's Billy.
Well, I don't mind telling you all my story. I was not supposed to be on call that night, and I took my Ambien CR and I went to sleep. Well, the gentleman that I owned the funeral home at the time called me and said, I can't get a hold of the other guy. I need you now. So I got up, I got dressed, I went and helped with the call. I remember the first part of the call. I remember helping him get the guy down the stairs. I remember talking to the judge at the funeral home. After that, everything's kind of a blur.
That's scary.
The next morning, I was laying in bed thinking that I had a dream that I was a police officer and that I was chasing a Mid-South truck through our neighborhood. I'm like, well, that's weird.
Wow.
I get dressed. I go into town. I get to the bottom of our little hill in our neighborhood, and doggone it, there's not a stuck Mid-South truck in the neighbor's yard. And it's the same one that I was dreaming that I was chasing. So I'm concerned that maybe I'm the reason that truck was stuck.
Were you barking in the dream at the
No, I thought I was a cop. So, and that's about as far from Billy as you can get. So Yeah.
Did you ever find out what happened?
No, I quit taking that medicine.
And quit paying your Mid-South
That's
bill.
what happened.
We don't even have Mid-South.
The back part of the story with the hidden camera was Billy confronted this guy and said, well, I live in the Mid-South. Where y'all at?
Honest to God, I don't know. So if any of you Mid-South guys know of a crazy guy chasing you in a white Suburban about 2006,
So what's the
I'm
statute
sorry.
of limitations?
Yeah, are we past
well, I'm hoping we're over it. That's why I mentioned it. We're at the 10-year mark here. And I'm sorry for any damages I may have caused.
They were just trying to bury fiber, and they got stuck, Billy.
This was the middle of the night, so I mean,
man.
I don't know.
It is scary, though, to think about. And the reason I brought all that up, I know I was kind of going on a medical tangent, but I brought it up for a reason because we don't know. We don't know what's going to come our way. We have no idea what's going to come our way and what's going to happen, and that's why we need to be prepared. The biggest thing that I'll talk about, because we talk about faith on this show, is you better be prepared for eternity. And the only way to do that is through a relationship with Jesus Christ. But you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your faith, and you got to take care of yourself. And if you do those things, then everything's may not be all right, but it's going to make sense at the end.
Here's another one for you. Who do you want to officiate your service?
Me.
You want to do it yourself?
I'm going to record it now and then play it back.
And that's fine.
Hey, that would be cool. Has that ever happened? No.
Yes.
Has it
Yes,
really?
yes, it has.
Someone's officiated their own.
Yes.
Wow.
But you want that? Do you
No,
want that?
no, I do not
Okay,
want
then who do you want to do it?
Well, I want it to be someone way younger than me. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
So I don't know.
But that's something that you can write down when you're recording your wishes. That way, Bridget's not like, oh, I don't know, just Billy, you do it. And then I get up there and stumble around for 3.5 minutes and feel like I was up there for 45 and tell everyone we're done.
Yeah. I know who I'd want to do it, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to speak it into existence.
Okay,
but there's a church that I go to now that there's a really good pastor that would be really good that I would have do it, but I don't want him to do it because I want to be 98.
And there might be someone else that you're close to that you might want to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You can write it down.
Boy. And and you know what? Even if we're sitting here and in a way we're joking, but we're being serious, I'll tell you, it's uncomfortable thinking about it. Mm-hmm. It's uncomfortable for me to think about it because I'm like, well, man, I don't want that to happen, but it needs to happen. Plan it out.
Okay, I know it feels uncomfortable, but we're going to quit talking about it here in a minute. You're going to go home tonight. You're going to go to bed tomorrow. You're going to wake up and everything's going to be just fine. And that would have been the exact same thing that happened. That's not wood, is it?
Under here it is.
Okay.
That's why we intentionally put wood under the courts.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
Well, I want a solid piece of wood up top here.
Yeah.
But everything's going to be fine. It'll be just as fine if you went ahead and planned everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go. Well, let's take a brief break. When we come back, we got more to talk about. We already talked about one, Chili at the Lot. We're going to be giving away something when we come back. And then two really important events happening also coming up. One of them today at 11 o'clock and something else tomorrow that we want to educate some folks on. So in between the chili, there's somewhere else that you can drop by, let your stomach settle a little bit, get you some good water, some sour cream and tortillas, and then come back. We'll talk about that. We'll wrap it up in the next segment. Stay with us. Karla Christian continues to hang out. You can hang out with us. This has been fun, Karla. So we'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. This show is always brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They've been serving this community since 2002. We couldn't have folks like Karla talking about the Chili at the Lodge and other things going on in our community if it wasn't for the generous support of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Let's break. We'll be back in a moment. We'll talk about those events, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. It's your show. Good morning, Huntsville.
burning.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Kanan. No, listening to Barrett Radio.
That wasn't Caden, that was me, Billy. That was me there. Welcome back, everybody, as we continue trucking along here on I-45. The corridor of Texas. Hey, you know what I haven't heard about? Let's bring some controversy into the show. We don't get to do that often. A little politics here. Welcome in, everybody. What's going on with that Trans-Texas corridor?
Are we still fighting that thing?
I don't know. Is that off the table? We're not like debating. I just wonder if it's off the table or what happened.
Please don't comment on it.
I haven't heard anything about that in a very long time. I don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah, I mean that is a big deal. You know, my cousin moved twice because of eminent domain. He got so mad in Georgetown, he literally packed up and went all the way to Colorado.
Oh, well,
and
that'll show him.
Yeah.
I don't get him. He's doing pretty good on He's a Craigslister, though. He's been selling on Craig. And up there's certain things that they do up there that we don't do in Texas.
Yeah.
And he
shovel snow.
Well, yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
But certain things are open that people can go into and just show an ID, and they can get things in that part of the country that you can't do here. And he found out on Craigslist. He goes, back in Georgetown, I was selling a lot of kids' toys and clothes. He goes, up here, I'm selling heating lamps and shelving. So you don't need to think very hard about what I'm talking about. What they do up there in Colorado.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Coors beer. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Oh, look at it. I got an ant bite right between my nose.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's done.
Yes, you are. I have faith. I have faith in you, Billy. You'll overcome this challenge.
Billy's here.
I'll be there with my bright and shining attitude.
Billy Cauthen here. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Karla Christian hanging out with us today. We appreciate her being here talking about chili at the lodge. There's a couple of other events we want folks to be a part of. Today at 11 a.m., over at the Hartsland reopening. They had a pretty bad flood over there.
They did.
Had to rip out sheetrock and all sorts of stuff. And I haven't really talked to Tara a whole lot about it. I know
Is that today or tomorrow?
It's today, yeah. 11 a.m. today.
Oh.
So that's coming up here in a couple of hours. So if you can get out there, be a part of that. And they do such incredible work for our veterans. And then also an event that I wanted to talk about. This is coming up tomorrow as well. So come to Chili at the Lodge. But then also out at the Walker County Storm Shelter. This is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So you can get up really early and go to this because the vendor market doesn't open until 10.
That's true.
So you got 3 hours to go to the storm shelter tomorrow for Safe House. What are they doing? They are doing a pop-up event, and they're going to have a lot of items and great deals, kind of an off-site, just a big sale over there. And I'm sure you can rummage through things. They're going to have a lot of really great stuff. This is over at the Walker County Storm Shelter tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. All proceeds will go to benefit Safe House. They need the support. They're doing great work, and they are taking, they renamed that resale shop to This and That is what they call it now. They've reorganized it. I've went over there. It's beautiful. But they're taking a lot of the things, they're bringing them, and additional things they're going to have at the storm shelter. And again, all proceeds will benefit Safe House.
So, like a smart person would get up early, go to the Safe House deal so they can get all the good stuff before anybody else, and then be done with that about 11 o'clock or so, and then go over to the Josie Field and get some chili, and that'd be their lunch.
Yes.
Sounds like a pretty awesome day. That's what I would do if I had the opportunity.
The only thing I'd change about that is that they need to be at Josie Field at 10 so they can
10?
shop our vendor market too.
Well, see, that way you don't spend as much at this and that's economical.
And you got 3 hours.
That's thrifty.
Yeah.
3 hours to shop. And the thing is, guess what you're going to do? You're going to work up an appetite. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be there at that storm shelter, and you're going to look around, and you're going to say, boy, I wish I had. And for some reason, it's just going to pop into your head because it's going to be a little cold outside, and you're going to say, boy, I wish I had a piping hot bowl of chili. And then you're going to remember this show, and Billy and Karla and I talking about get over to the chili at the lodge. And then there you go. You're done.
Get your
Got
chili
you covered.
Yeah. You need to have a shirt that says that, get your chili. I don't know.
Ooh,
Get
the
your chili
idea
on,
is
yeah.
floating around in my
Get
head.
your chili on. And then you need to do a dance, like a Trump dance, Karla.
Yeah, no, we're going to pass on the dance part.
Get your chili on. I can't even do the dance.
The dancing is Billy's department.
Yeah.
It is.
So that would be viral.
Loosen the hips, man.
Yeah. How much do we got to pay you to do that, Karla? I mean, this would go viral. Todd, do you think we can get her to do it? Oh, yeah. $50.
Well, I was thinking 4
Hey, see
digits
if Todd
make
can loan
payable
us
to
50
Josie
bucks.
Scout Lodge.
Todd's over here slipping me 50 right now.
Go, Mama, go.
Not happening.
Oh, that's funny. But there is so much going on in Huntsville. It's always funny when people say, well, there ain't a whole lot going on. Well, just go to our calendar, hellohuntsvilletx.com, click on events. There is a lot that is always going on here, and things continue to happen. Billy called me a while back, and this is just the heart of this guy. He said, he said, I feel like the Lord's put something on my heart about really trying to help some of these local businesses, and how can we help them more? And, we went over and ate at Bandera, had a great meal. Mm-hmm. So maybe let's mention that real quick.
Those of y'all that didn't join us last Friday missed out big time.
We had a chicken fried. I had you had the.
I had the ribeye.
Oh God,
I had the ribeye.
And I was disappointed because when that thing came out, I said, Billy, can you save me a piece of that ribeye? He goes, yeah, sure. And then I got so into my chicken fried steak that you were done and I was done, and I looked over at your plate and I said, man, I forgot to ask you about that piece that you were going to save for me.
Oh, boy, I glutton that thing down. I don't, it just, God, Herman knows how to cook those things. I mean, just spot on, man.
You know, that's one reason we
Hey,
have.
why don't you tell them about purple whole peas?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know about them. I didn't know that was just a fancy word for a black-eyed pea.
Oh,
but,
no.
But there's something a little bit more about the purple hulled pea that was pretty good. I didn't know about it. No idea.
It's your new favorite, isn't it?
That's good. You know, we talk about this, and this is another thing, too. And Billy had called me, and I said, well, you know, y'all sponsor the program, and I don't ever want to take away from what you guys do. Obviously, we're going to highlight and promote you. We were promoting you long before we even sponsored anything, you know, back in the day. And here before I was even doing Hello Huntsville, you know, you and I have been friends long before this. But Billy said, no, man. He goes, I think we need to help some of these businesses out. And that's just the heart of Billy, because you know, I've worked in media before to where it was like, we're not going to talk about them because they don't pay us. Well, we should not have that attitude. We should have the attitude of, let's go and help people that need help. And don't worry about the money thing. And when I talk about people like Billy and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and I talk about all of our people that help us Monday through Friday on this show, that pay that foundation support, you know, they pay a price to be here, but to promote what they do. But every one of them also has a heart for this community. And it's not always about the money. It's about taking care of each other.
Well, you know, and some of these businesses right now are getting they're getting dealt a bad hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at Bandera, the road construction.
And that
Son of a
empty
gun to
gas
get
station.
That empty gas station, which is such an eyesore. You take Country Inn Steak and Seafood.
That's another one.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
good steak, too, right? And fried shrimp, their fried shrimp is the best. Well, I won't take anything away from Big E's, but they got some pretty good fried shrimp. And then look right across the street from there is Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you how many times a day somebody goes, I wish we had a Dairy Queen. Well, we did.
Yeah.
We did. But it was extremely hard to get to because when this town was designed, we had two-way feeders. And you just drive across and make a right, but you can't do that. Now, you would have to go and loop all the way around or cut through the motel parking lot, and it wasn't easy to get. And I get that. It wasn't convenient. But now we've lost the Dairy Queen, and I'm worried we're going to lose these other two places. And as much as I enjoy a big corporate chain restaurant, I also understand there's families behind these small ones, just same as there are behind the corporate. But these families, it's their bank account that this stuff is coming out of. And it would suck for them to lose that dream for something beyond their control.
When you think about it just this month, think about just that one day a month, you know, and take away, you know, some of the population, and let's just throw out a rough estimate of 25,000 people. 25,000 people, and I can't do math very well, but you break that up into 12 months, and then you break that up into once a month. Just go pick a local place once a month that maybe you haven't been to ever, or that you haven't been to in a long time, and go and support them.
Yeah.
And you know, a friend of mine put something on my heart, and I won't say names, but I've always kind of been like a one strike, two strikes, you're out kind of guy when I go visit a place. And he was talking to me, and I'd went to a place a couple of times, and both times, I'll just be honest, it was not a good experience. And I didn't go around telling people around town. It was just, you know, me and Bridget, and we said, well, we're probably never going to go back to that place again, just because we didn't get good service. And I was there was a guy that was asking me about it, and that's when I brought it up. And then he told me about a place that I absolutely love that he said he's gotten bad. He goes, well, I won't go back because I've gotten bad service there 2 or 3 times. And, you know, in that moment, I just felt this conviction of like, maybe I need to have a little more grace.
Yeah.
You know, I need to have some more grace because what I think may not be that great could have just been a bad run. Yeah. And I need to go give some of these people another chance. And he said, and you know what that conversation turned into? Well, man, he goes, I think I need to go give that place you're talking about another chance.
Well, just think about it. As a regular person, how many times a day do you screw up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody has bad days from time to time, including wait staff, including front counter people, including cooks. And it spills over into the community, whether you want it to or not. But a little grace is appreciated. You're right.
And maybe you're just a difficult customer.
Yeah. I mean, if it's if it's a complaint about,
I go to lunch with a guy all the time who's just a difficult customer.
well, you think about if it's it took 20 minutes to get my food. So what? Is that 20 minutes worth that family losing everything?
And when you got your food after 20 minutes, was it fresh? Mm-hmm. There you go. There's something to think about. It wasn't already like setting in a warming window. They had to cook that for you.
I'll tell you one thing over there at Bandera that I regret that I didn't get. And luckily, Billy didn't slap me up the head for touching his food. But that sounded kind of weird. I don't normally reach over and touch people's food. But his salad came out, and I had to touch that bowl. And I
had people touching my salad bowl.
And I said,
not
Billy,
the lettuce, but the bowl.
I said, Billy, that is the coldest bowl that I've ever. That salad was ice cold. Where else are you going to get a good ice cold salad like that?
Pretty good.
Pinch and Plate used to have it. That's another example. Tiffany, I loved Pinch and Plate. That was one of my favorite little places to start eating in Huntsville. And her deal was, she just said, I just couldn't find people to continue. And that woman was working her tail off. Tiffany's a good woman. And I miss that place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now there's another place that's open that I need to go try, this Aladdin Kebab. Have you heard about this place?
I've heard about it. Haven't been there yet.
I think it was requested that we try it and review it on the show. I can't remember who made that request, but
Daniel Bays posted a picture where they catered some stuff. And I looked at that food. I said, man, and I'll be honest, like that, thinking of that and nothing bad. I just never thought, well, that's not going to, I'm more of a hamburger or hot dog.
Hill country or the Gulf Coast.
Billy, do you remember Taylor's Tumbleweed?
No.
It was a restaurant. It was up in the avenues, probably around 16th or 17th and somewhere in that neighborhood. This was back in the 80s. They were here when I came to college. Oh, I just dated myself, didn't I? Anyway, they served the best sub sandwiches I think I have ever eaten. They've been gone a long time, but it was a hometown place, and it was good.
I remember as a little kid going to Little Italy's all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That and Pizza Inn.
Yeah.
Which was right across from Scout Lodge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I just think today, think about that. I always say the same phrases, but I say them for a reason because we do cut up and have a good time. But there's a time to be serious, and the serious time is let's support this community and me as well. Not just talk about it, but be about it. And last week, Billy and I were about it. We talked about it. We went over there. We ate at Bandera, and there's 5 of us that ended up eating over there, and or 4 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even. My math is so bad. I can't even think. Like, how many people are sitting at this? Is there 3 of us or 4 of us?
It was a whole week ago. You get a pass.
But think about that. And while it may not seem like that much, that's 4 more
plates,
and 4 more streams of revenue coming into them. And we went. There's a few other people that came, not with us, but came in over there.
Well, and let me do an interrogation interview on that. What did you order to drink?
Dr. Pepper, I think. Soda water. Dr. Pepper soda water.
When you walked in and sat down, how quickly did someone come to your table?
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah, Elsa was there.
Did you have to wait for your drink?
No.
Was your glass ever empty?
No.
Was your food fresh?
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Keeping that glass full makes such a huge difference. That, to me, is just the mark of good service.
I think, yeah.
If I have to ask for a refill on my iced tea, doesn't go well.
I think of places that constantly have good service. Rodeo. I've always had good service over at Rodeo.
Yeah.
Delphine and her family. You talk about a family that's one that I pray that is always able to stay around because that woman, I mean, literally work. I said, Delphine, you got to start taking some time off. She goes, I can't. We got too much at stake. And I said, well, you ain't gonna have no steak if you don't start taking off.
But think about that for a second.
Yeah.
They have stuff at stake. They have stuff they could lose.
Yep.
There's homes and utility bills and vehicles and educations involved there. That's not.
Yeah.
There's not a corporate pocket to backstop that.
Nope.
And so when you hear, we'll wrap up with this. When you hear or see of a new business coming into town, one that I miss. And maybe it's because she was overworked. It was her and her mama. And when her kids were on spring break, they were in there working Sanders Kitchen. Boy, I used to just walk right around the corner, pick up breakfast tacos, and it was the best breakfast tacos I've had. Man, they were good. And she wasn't able to make it. There's another little trailer that just opened up where our dear friend Randy used to be. there, Tamal on the Square. That young lady that runs that is so friendly. I never met a nicer lady than that lady, besides Karla Christian.
Nice
Good
save.
plug. Good plug.
Yeah. So, but she is so friendly, and so today, think about here's the challenge. Think about a place today that you would say, boy, I wish I would have given them another chance, or boy, I wish that I would have eaten there. And think about that place think about them being closed. Think about a place that they're open now, but forward into the future, and if they were closed, would you regret not going there?
And think about the chain reaction that's going to have on our economy because those little mom and pops hire people, local people.
And we do need to embrace new business that moves into this community. You know, sometimes I hear out and about like, well, they only want to welcome the people that have been, the people that have been here a long time, or this person or that person. And I think we do a good job of embracing all around. But I was thinking about this the other day, Billy, that, it's nice to have new businesses come in because they have an interest in this community. They want to be here because they see something that is special in Huntsville. And as this community grows, just like when Mayor Broniger was on the show, right before his term was up, I asked him, what's one thing that you hope stays in Huntsville? And the first thing, he said the culture. He goes, I hope in 30 years it feels the same that it feels now. And with any community that grows, I think Huntsville's managing it in a very good way because that culture, from what I've seen in 5 years of being here, has remained intact. The Huntsville 5 years ago still feels like the Huntsville when we moved here. My hometown, it doesn't, and I'm not knocking it. It just that when I go home to visit, I don't even recognize that place anymore.
Yeah.
It's a whole different place. Let's preserve that. One way we can do it is supporting these businesses, and especially the new ones. The hot dog guy that came in.
That's a good hot dog. Oh, yeah.
Well, I never thought I'd sit here and say, well, that's a good hot dog. It's a great hot dog.
Hot dog or hamburger.
Yeah. Karla, before we go, question, very important question for you.
Shoot.
Hamburger or hot dog?
Oh, hamburger.
Hill country or the Gulf Coast?
Hill country.
Life's about making choices.
And if you need a new AC,
Nolan Ryan's going to be out there in that parking lot, put me in a headlock and stop. Mr. Ryan, we're sorry. Doesn't he live in Friendswood or something?
He lived in Georgetown. He had a house in Georgetown. He may move, but
this might be him calling.
Yeah, so he goes. I can see him with you wrapped up his hamburger or hot dog, you.
And I'd have to just take it from the Express.
Hill country or the Gulf Coast. You said the wrong one, boy. All right, well, a lot of fun here. Chili at the Lodge again. Come be a part of that tomorrow. Beforehand, head over to the Walker County Storm Shelter there for the Safe House, and also today at 11 to our friends Tara Burnett. The Heart of Huntsville is what we call her, over at the Hearts Veterans Museum. A lot to do this weekend, a lot to be thankful for, and we love you. We appreciate all of you. That's one thing I love about Huntsville, too. You can tell someone you love them, give them a hug, and nobody's going to be like, well, that was awkward. You can do that here in Huntsville. Why don't you give somebody a hug today? Tell them you love them, you support them, and let's continue, as Bill Doggett says, let's make this a better place one day at a time. For everybody here, for Billy Cauthen, Karla Christian, Todd hanging out with us today, flew in just for the show. Where does Todd live? I thought Todd lived here.
He grew up here, lives in Northern Virginia.
Oh, okay. So he came in just for the show today.
Well,
I'm sorry we let you down, man.
He came down to get out of the single digit temperatures up there. It's cold up there right now.
So you brought this mess with you.
Yeah. Ooh. We were talking about it, and he looks at us, he goes, no, I'm just kidding.
Take it back with you when you go.
Yeah. Well, that'll wrap it up.
I want to put my flip-flops back on.
Yeah, come on, man. To wrap it up, we'll be back at it Monday, bright and early, with Rick K. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And remember, keep it tuned in, too, to Spirit 94.3. We've received a lot of good feedback, and we want to continue promoting and celebrating the good here in our community. As I end every show reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. Until then, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it bright and early on Monday. See you, Billy. See you, Karla.
See y'all.